don't have to explain that. So today, I'm just going to explain to you guys my loadout in full detail, so you guys understand how I run my setup in COD. Because it's me. I like to show you guys my stuff. So, further ado, I'm going to start with my M4. My M4 was my first. I was excited to get this gun when I first originally got the game. I wanted to get this gun so much, so I did everything. I played everything until I unlocked it. Then I started using it, which was a great gun. So I'm gonna get into the details of the gun. So before I get into the details of it, I'm just gonna explain, a little bit about the two classes. So with the classes of my M4, I obviously run a pistol for secondary, of course, and the pistol I run for that is a M19, and my lethals like grenades and all that kind of stuff is I run a Simtex and a flash grenade, and for my perks I run cold blood, restock, and tracker. Who doesn't love tracker and restock, right? Restock, So let's get into the M4. So my M4, is pretty basic, and it's pretty basic at the moment. There's nothing advanced about it, no color advanced about it, anything. So to get into it, obviously I have a muzzle on it, suppressor, of course. I have one of my favorite optics on it, and I have this customizable looking cool stock. And also I have a foregrip, and I run a 60-round magazine on it, nothing too special. So let's get into the customization. Customization of it is just palm whitish greenish camo, which makes the gun look seriously unique, because you don't see most people running this camo as often as you think. And then on my gun for Charm, I have the Task Force 141 Charm, and then on here you got three of my favorite stickers. You got this golden sticker in the middle, and then you got the skull, the pink skull with the three knives in the head, and then the star. I don't know if you guys can see them on the gun. Obviously, you can see the gold sticker and the pink skull with the three knife stickers, and then the star is right below the charm. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, let's get into the pistol now. It's just that. So pistol, obviously we're talking about the M19, right? So the M19, I'm gonna tell you guys in advance. On most of my loadouts I'm gonna show you today, you're gonna see the M19 a lot. Okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna be repeating some of the same things on the gun. Some I might go for a little bit because it's the same gun. So with that, on this M19 I have an extended barrel. Of course, I got a laser on it, I got a scope on it, and then I got a ridiculous amount of ammo for a pistol, 32 rounds. It's an extended magazine of 32 rounds, and then I have a little rubber texture around the grip, make it look nice. And to get into that, I get the little multicam, because right now this pistol I don't really have the same color as the M4, so I can put on it. When I do get it, I'm gonna put it on it for sure to make it look unique and see. So right now I'm just using a little multicam on it, and you guys can see my two of my favorite stickers there, and with the Task Force 141 Charm on it. Of course, you guys can see that. And yeah, let's move on. So now you have my perks. Like I said previously, I don't really use a lot of perks. You guys can see I'm using the cold blood, restock, and tracker. For me, tracker, it helps when you're trying to find an enemy because you can track their footsteps, of course, right? And when you track their footsteps, you can see wherever they go, which is a good thing. And for restock is great. Why? Because when I snipe, I use claymores to cover my tracks. If any enemy come up behind me, come next to me, they get blown up. So restock is good because, for instance, I use claymore. So when I put a claymore down, and say for instance a guy comes blows it up, it restocks, and I put another one down so if anybody comes back up or the same guy comes back, Same guy comes back up, like, you know, he dies again. It's good, and then it's a good advantage for me. Cold blood, I'm just a cold-blooded killer, man. Like, let's just leave it at that. And then one of my best grenades, I use the Simtex. Like, it's one of the most well-used lethal in the game, because obviously, like, you know, you throw it, it sticks and it blows up. Wherever it lands, it blows up, you know? It's good. And it's a really great thing when it comes to, like, really sticky situations. Get it? Sticky situations? So, you know, we all know flash grenades, you know, flash stun grenades. I'm not gonna get into that, but, you know, I use a flash grenade, you know, like, you know, when I throw it, get a flash and I take you out, you know? Quick and fast. Nothing too crazy about that. Okay. So let's get into my next loadout, which is the Kilo 411. Yes, like I previously said before. So the Kilo 411 was one of my second gun in my loadout, you know. I really love this gun, honestly. It's a good gun. I haven't used it in a while, but it's still a great gun. So as you guys can see, you know, I have a suppressor on it, I have a scope on it, I have a stock on it, I have a foregrip, and I run a 60 round magazine on it. Nothing too special about it, you know, nothing too crazy. And with that, I'm gonna get into the customization. I love the blue color because it makes your gun look super bright, of course. Then you can see with my reticle that I have down there, you know, this reticle is pretty cool, but it's pretty bright. And you know, same charm, Task Force 141. I do love the charm. And those two stickers, you know, you got the star and then you got this other sticker. Looks cool, looks nice, looks again unique, you know. Nothing really too special about it. And then once we get in here, you can see I'm running the same pistol, but the one thing that's unique about it, it's the same camo as the assault rifle, which is good because it makes it unique. As you can see before, on this one, I run an extended barrel, a laser, optic, and on this one, the two things that is different from the previous one was the ammo. The ammo is 32 on that one. This one is 21. Still a little bit crazy, but come on. We're in COD here. What do you expect? Then I have a perk down here, you know. I use a perk on this gun. I don't know why, but I just do. But yeah, there's nothing really too special about it. And then when I get into the customization, obviously, I talked about the color. The color of it, yes, the color is cool because it matches my M4. Not my M4. My bad. It matches my Kilo, obviously, you know. It's cool. And then, you know, same charm. Two of my favorite stickers, of course, you know. Those are my brands. Let's move on to the perks. So, first on the list is Kill Chain. I don't really know what the Kill Chain is, but I have somewhat of an idea what it is, you know. I use it on this just to change up everything. And then, so I'm not really gonna talk about it too much because I don't really know. Now, obviously, you guys know what restock is, you know, all that stuff, that cool stuff, you know, feel me? Then, obviously, you guys know what tracker is because I use tracker on almost everything. And high alert. This one is a good one. Why? Because high alert. I say I'm walking and there's an enemy walking up behind me. My screen gets alerted that enemy, so it's a high alert, and it's also good. And ghost stands for a name. When you get this, it lets up you be a ghost for like a few seconds or something, then disappear, kill somebody, you know. And it's a pretty good perk. And then tune up, I'm not really sure what it is, but I get back on those when I found out what they actually mean and what they're for. I get back on them and tell you guys. So, you know, further ado, let's go down. Same thing here again. I use a Simtex. I use things on almost all my loadouts, you know. I love this because it's the best lethal ever. And then same thing again, flash grenade, you know? I originally had stun grenade, but then I changed it, but then maybe I might go back, who knows. So yeah, same thing, nothing changed. Then we go down to my Model 68, which is a single blast shotgun. So this shotgun, it's a pretty good shotgun. It's decent. It's great. I haven't used it much in the last few months or weeks, I would say, or days. So right now I'm running an extended barrel on it. You know, make it look cool. And I got a scope on it, and I got a stock on it, and I got a full grip on it, and I got slug rounds. You know, cool. It's decent. And then let's get into the customization. Customization, just give it a little multicam color, you know. Just give it something nice. And then I don't really have a reticle for this one yet. And obviously, same charm. And one of my favorite stickers, you know. Nothing too special about this one at the moment. And then, of course, same pistol. The only one thing on this that's the really changed from the last one was there is a blue trigger, which is a lightweight trigger. And then obviously I have extended barrel, I have a laser, and I have an optic on it, and I have a perk on it, you know? Nothing. And the ammo is at stock, so which is just 10. Nothing too special about that. Customization, just multicam, red reticle, same charm, Task Force 141, and one of my favorite stickers, same. Nothing really changed about that. And here, I'm gonna get into my perks. Perks for this one, I got quick fix. It's just like I regenerate faster. You know that also. High alert, of course. Yeah, you know, like I same thing. I just explained. There's an enemy close by. My screen alerts me that there's an enemy close to me. So you know. And tracker, I can track the enemy's footsteps and kill them wherever they go, whatnot. And double time, I'm not really sure what it is, but you know, works. And also EOD. So if you pass claymores, mines, I'm not sure about trip mines, but I know about claymores. If you walk near them, you don't blow up or anything like that. And spotter, also not 100% sure, but with all those I'm not sure about. I'll get back to on them later in another video one day. And further ado, yes, I run a claymore on this. Of course, you know, it's a claymore. I use claymores on different perks, as you guys will see later in the video. So you guys know what a claymore is. I don't have to explain it. And then for that, I run a stun grenade. Two best combination: claymore and stun grenade. No, I love this grenade. It's good. It's very useful and it's great. All right, on to the next gun, which is my FM Scar 17. Right now, I can tell you guys this ahead of time. This gun is in a testing mode right now, and you guys probably look at this gun like it looks weird. So let me explain. The reason why it has a sniper scope on it because I'm in the mood of like testing it to see what other purpose can I use it for, other than a full assault rifle. So I put a scope on it, sniper scope on it, so I can like try it out, you know, and see how it works. Right now, I haven't really used it yet. Planning to use it soon, see how it works out, you know. And further ado with that, I have a extended barrel on it, as you guys can see. Then I have a 30 round magazine on it, and I have this cool looking stock on it with the sniper scope. Nothing too crazy, and I have a suppressor, of course. Then let me get into customization. I got this little camel, greenish brown camel, and it looks cool. No reticle yet. Same charm, and one new sticker, of course, is called with the little fire and the bloodish. I don't know how to explain that, but anyway, you have my three favorite stickers, as you guys can see. Yeah, that's it. And then next is crazy. Let's talk about my Glock 16. Glock 16 was one of my first few guns I started using. Before I started using the M19, this was one of the first guns I started using. So the Glock right now that I have on this, I have an extended barrel on it, of course. I have a laser on it, I have an optic on it, and yes, it's ridiculous. I have a 26 round mag on this gun. I am crazy, but more ammo, better for me to shoot and kill. Less reloads too. And also I have this rubber texture grip on it, you know, to make it look cool, give it that highlight. And customization, just the same camera as a FN Scar. You know, I want to give it that team look for that loadout. No reticle yet. Same charm, same few stickers. Nothing really new. You know, same everything for now. And then the perks. Perks on this one is very similar to a previous perk. You know, kill chain, restock, tracker, ghost, quick fix, and tune. Nothing really too fancy about this one. And moving on next, as you guys can see, yes, here we go. Back, I still use a Simtex. You know, I use a Simtex on this one, and you guys can see. I didn't really use a flash grenade on this. I just kept the stun grenade on this one, which is good for now. And further ado, let's move on to the next gun. Okay, this is the AX50. It's a sniper rifle. It's one of my favorite snipers in the gun, of course, because I use this gun for everything. So I'm gonna get into it. So, of course, the sniper has suppression on it. It has a standard barrel on it. Has a sweet sniper scope on it. Has this cool looking sniper stock. Then I run a 9-bullet mag, which is great. Actually, it's better than 5. And there's nothing really too special about it, you know. And with that, I'm gonna get into customization. The customization is I just give it this cool ass out of like blue camo, you know, to make it unique. And you know, for all my guns, I use the same charm. No reticle on this one yet. Same 2 stickers, you know, same. Nothing changed about that. I'm gonna move on to the next gun. Next gun, as you guys can see, is the M19. M19, same thing on this one with a customizable trigger, extended barrel, reticle, and 32 round magazine, and a perk on it. The FMJ perk. I don't know. I don't remember what it means, but I'll explain to you guys that later in another video. And on this one, yes, I use quick fakes, you know. Like, once again, I will explain that in another video. You guys know what restock is, you guys know what tracker is, you guys know what ghost is. You guys also know what high alert is. I don't need to explain that. You guys already know what cold blood is, you know. You guys can see it on screen. And then, yes, of course, if I'm running a sniper, I need to protect myself, you know, in the back. So I use claymores. So in the back, when I'm sniping, I put a claymore behind me, so if anyone walks up behind me, to die, you know. Same thing. And just when I use my pistol, because when I have my sniper, I do not run with my sniper in my hand when I'm not set up in my location where I'm going to snipe from. When I run, I use my pistol. So usually what I do, I use my stun grenade, then I start shooting with my pistol. So yeah, let's move on. So moving on next, it's the M13. This is one of my biggest creation that I recently made. This gun was I restarted from scratch, turned it into a project of mine, and it became a project of mine that right now that I'm in the face of using it as a project. So as you guys can see, it has a scratch on it, it has a standard barrel on it, it has a optic on it, this cool looking skeleton stock on it, and then I have this 60 round magazine on it, and nothing really too special about it, but for me it's special. I don't know about others, but to me it's special. And then, you know, I got this cool looking Tiger black stripes on it, you know, it's cool. Then here you see I have a charm with the cross and the green triangle. Same Task Force 141 charm, my 3 favorite stickers, nothing too special, you know what I'm saying? Then here, as you guys can see, once again, it's the M19 obviously, but on this one I have a flash muzzle on it, you know, flash card on it, and then I have a laser on it, I have an optic on it, and then on it I have a 30 round magazine on it, and then I have a perk on it. Yeah, you know, nothing really new. And then customization, just a little greenish camo with the red reticle and the Task Force 141 charm, and 2 of my favorite stickers, the gold sticker, and the pink skull with tree nice in it. And moving on next to the perks. The perks, as you guys can see, I have a kill train, I have restock, and then I have tracker. You know what? I don't need to explain those, but you guys know what they are. You guys can see what they are on the screen. And then going down, I have syntax. Like I said, I use the syntax for everything. Obviously, because it's a cool gun, you know, looks nice, right? And then next, I have a stun grenade. You know, I went back classical. I use a stun grenade for this. You know, nothing too special. Now moving on, next is this gun. This gun is the Striker 45. It's still in testing mode right now. Like, I changed it up a little bit, you know, changed up the barrels, everything. Right now it has a suppressor on it, it has an optic on it, and it has this cool looking Guardian stock on FSS Guardian. That's a cool stock. You guys like it, you know, it's cool. And I don't really have anything special on it, just have the perk on it. And then let's get into customization. The customization is just like multicam, no reticle, same task force 141 charm, and the same golden sticker, and the pink skull with the tree nest in it, and the star, as you guys can see, my two favorite stickers. And let's move on. And here, welcome to my next favorite gun, the 1911. As you guys know in real life, this is called the 1911 Colt, for those who know about this gun in real life. So right now, on this 1911, the game that I use a stock on it, the extended barrel on it, I use a laser on it, I use the optic on it, of course. And then on this one, I only run a 10 round magazine on it, and I run this like stripper guard tape, you know, make it look cool. With the customization of this is just multicam, nothing too special, no reticle, no charm, no stickers, no nothing yet. No, it's still a work in progress, so pay in mind. Moving on next, you know, on this one, I just use a kill chain, restock, and tracker. Nothing too special about this. Then moving on next, I use a Simtex, obviously, and then Simtex, and also use a flash grenade. Nothing too special once again. And yeah, moving on next, the AK-47. It's a really pretty cool gun. It's still in the testing area-ish. It's getting out of testing area soon, but as of now, I have a compressor on it. I have a Spetnot Elite, you know, barrel on it. I have a Viper reflex sight on it, you know, it looks cool. And no special stock, just regular old AK stock. And then I have a tactical foregrip on it, it looks cool. And I have a 40 round magazine on it, you know, nothing too special. Let's move into customization. Customization, I give this looking camel, greenish black camo on it, you know, looks cool with the red reticle for the red outside. Then I got the Task Force 141 charm, and then my three favorite stickers: the golden sticker, the pink skull with the tree nuts, and the star. And moving on to that, yeah, as you guys can see, I'm back at the 1911, and the 1911 on this one, I have a 1911 stalker barrel. I have a 5MW laser on it, and I have this reticle on it. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but don't worry, you guys will figure that out. Then I have a 10 round magazine on it, and I have another rubberized grip tape on it. Looks cool. That's it. And then customization, you guys can see, you know, same color as the AK, because like I have a team. You know, most of my guns have a team because of certain guns I use. No reticle on this one. Same charm. Task Force 141 charm, and the golden sticker. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on to my perks. So my perks, I have a kill train on this one. I have a restock. You guys know what they are. Got tracker on this one. I have a high alert. I have good ghosts on this one. I have amped. Amped, I'm not really sure about, but I'll explain to you guys that in another video at another time. You guys will find out later. And moving on next. And here, you guys, as you guys saw in my previous guns and Loadout, I usually have a Simtex on it. And for this one, for some odd reason, I have a frag grenade. I don't know why, but I do. I have a regular frag grenade that I use here and there, yes and no. And then with that, I have a flash grenade. No, nothing so special with that. And yeah, moving on next. On this one, it's the MP5, one of the most famous guns in the game. Pretty cool. For this one, I have a compressor on it. I have a tactical hybrid laser on optic on it, and I have this cool looking stock on it, and I have a tactical foregrip. This I run a 45 round magazine on it, and yeah, pretty cool. I love this gun. Really great for small maps. And the camo, of course. Customization camo, I wanted to make it unique, so I use this camo to make the gun unique. And then you guys know for my charm, Task Force 141 charm, and then this cool looking sticker, I don't know how to explain it, with the ray has like a gas can in its mouth. I don't know what that is, but I don't know what it is, but find out later. And then you guys know my favorite sticker, the golden sticker. Now I got into that. And back here's another one of my favorite guns, the Glock 16. So the Glock 16, like I previously said, I use this gun a lot. I actually love this gun. So the compressor, I have a compressor on it, I have a extended barrel on it, I have an optic on it, I have a 26 round magazine. Yes, I'm crazy, it's 26 rounds. Then I have a rubber grip tape on it, you know, it looks cool. And yeah, let's get into customization. Customization is the same color as MP5. You guys can see this in the red dot reticle, Task Force 141 charm, and the golden sticker and the pink soul with the tree nuts in it. Sticker, no, nothing special. Right, time to move on. Oh wait, and here same thing with my charm, with my perks. And my perks, you know, I have EOD perks on this one. I have a restock, I have tracker. You know, nothing too special. You know, not too crazy. With that, I have a Simtex on it, and you know, I love my Simtex because it's sticky. Ha, got you. Next, I have a stun grenade. Obviously, you know, I love stun grenades, but once again, nothing special. So let's move on to the next gun. So the next gun is called Dusty. It's a special customizable gun. The original gun is called the M90. The M90. Okay, for those who don't know, but this is a customizable one called Dusty. On this one, I don't really have a muzzle on it. Nothing really like on the muzzle, just regular barrel or just regular muzzle. And on this, I have an optic. I have this cool looking striker stock. I have a foregrip on it. I run 150 round belt on it. You know, it looks cool, and I have this rubber grip tape on it. Nothing really too fancy about this one. Then on this one, I have this like little forest green camel, you know, jungle camel, you know, you guys can see the red green reticle, the Task Force 141 charm, and then two of my favorite stickers, the golden sticker and the skull with the tree nuts in it. And then for that, obviously I run a 1911 pistol with extended barrel, a laser, and an optic. And you guys, if you guys can see on this one, I don't really use I don't really use like the really crazy extended magazine. I just use an extended 10 round magazine on it, you know, of course, because I'm not trying to go crazy. And as you guys know, I use a perk on this one, you know, nothing really crazy. You get into customization, same camo as the gun, and red reticle, and so same charm, Task Force 141 charm, and get crazy to make this gun even more unique than it already is from the other times I use it. I put this new green sticker on it to just load up to be like, this is a unique gun, this is my gun, you know. And with that, I have, you know, my perks. I have a kill train, I have restock on it, I have tracker, and yeah. Moving on next to my little and tactical. tactical, I have a syntax on it, of course, and then with that I have a stun grenade. Nothing really too special with that. So moving on next. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick preview of like all the guns, you know, because give you guys a little 360 of the guns, what they look like, you know, and what they're supposed to look like with my customization on them. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick 360 of the guns, if you guys can see. Yeah, here you guys have a good 360 of the gun. I'm not going to explain much about it, you know, because you guys already seen much of what it looks like, much of what's on it, you know. So here's a quick preview of the gun. And okay, moving on next, I'm gonna show you guys a quick preview of the pistol. You know, you guys know what they are. Okay, so pistol, here we go. No need to do a 360 this one. You know, it's really nice, small gun. Alright. Alright, moving on next. Next I'm gonna show you, you know, you guys already seen my perks. I just want to show you guys a preview of all my guns. So next is Kilo 141. Just gonna show you guys a quick 360 of it, you know, pretty cool. And with that, while I'm doing the 360, as you guys can see, you guys seen this scope before, but I didn't show you the one with the red dot on top. What this red dot does, in certain game modes in the game that I will explain later in the game, and also from one of my previous videos where I was playing Realism TDM, was a previous mode before an update, which was night vision. And usually night vision, if you just start out the first time and you don't have a good scope on it, usually just have the gun is on sideways. So what this scope does for me, I can shoot normal straight, and then if I wanna be a bit cool, I can do this. I can shoot it on the side, as you guys can see, like this. I don't know if you guys can see it here. See, I can shoot it on the side. So that was the cool part about it, you know, you can shoot on the side, why not? As you guys can see here, shoot on the side. It's pretty cool. That's what that is for. And with that, I'm gonna go right into the preview. Alright, moving on. Next is Swing Pistol. Once again, here we go. In this portion, I'm just going to do a quick 360 and skip right into the preview. Alright, moving on next, it's the shotgun, the Model M, the Model 680. Here you go, and preview. After preview, do a quick 360, and straight into preview. Alright, moving on next, it's my pistol, if you guys see, quick 360, you know, obviously, then straight into the preview. Alright, okay, you guys seen that? Now moving on next, it's the scar. And here's a preview. And further ado, moving on next is going to be the Glock 16. And there we go. Quick 360. Then right into the preview. Alright, you guys seen that? Alright, let's move on. Next, it's the AX50. This is the love of my life. I love this sniper. Here's a quick 360. You guys might not see the whole barrel. And here's the preview. Alright, moving on next, you guys gonna see same M19 also, quick 360, and right into preview. Alright, guys seen that? Alright, let's move on to the M13. Alright, here we go. Little 360 on it, nothing too special. And here's a preview. Alright, there we go. And then the pistol, M19, with 360, and here's your preview. Alright, let's move on. Next, it's the Striker 45. Let's see. Here's a quick 360 of it. And then here's a preview. Alright, let's move on next. What you have next is the 1911 pistol that I run with this gun. And we're just going to show you guys a 360 of it, nothing too special. And then straight into the preview. Here we go. And there we go. Nothing too special. Looks pretty cool. Now moving on to the AK-47. As you guys can see, you know, the AK Quick 360 looks pretty cool. Nice, right? Then here's your preview. Alright, let's move on to the next gun. And the pistol for this is a 1911, of course. You know, I love this gun. You know, one of my favorite pistols, Quick 360. And here's the preview. Alright, let's move on. Now you have the MP5. You guys know this gun pretty well. I'm gonna show you guys 60 of it. And then here's the preview. Alright, here we go. For that, I run the Glock 16 on it. Okay, and with that, let me just show you guys 360 Glock. You know, it's pretty cool. And here's your preview. Alright, here we go. Next, it's the Dusty. You guys know it's the M90. And here we go. Let's see. Quick 360 of it, nothing special. And then here we go. Here's a preview. Oh, my correction, the M91. Alright, and that'll be all for now, and then here's the last pistol. Here we go. 360. Pick preview. Alright, here you go. So that was it for all of my guns on Loadout. And for most of you guys, you're probably wondering why in the hell they have these crazy ass names on them. Yes, I'm creative. I like to have some fun. So I said, let me put some crazy names on them to give it a little life. So of course, you know, always on my main loadout, my top gun, I call it the boss because it's always the main gun that I use. It's the boss of all the other guns, you know, which is the M4, the M4A1, as we all know. And then the silent, it's deadly, but it's also very silent, you know. I call it silent because, you know, my whole loadout is silent, you know, which is which is a Kilo 411. It's very silent. So I call it silent, you know, it's pretty cool. And then boom, of course, a shotgun, because, you know, when you hear a shotgun, it's boom, right? So it blow your head off. Who knows? But yeah, I call that boom for a reason. Ghost, the scar, I call it ghost because, you know, you see it, you don't really hear it, but you see it and you feel it, you know, it just hits you. Well, that's the reason why I call it ghost, you know, just to be creative with that. That next I have Shadow, of course. Shadow is my sniper. Is, you know, when you get hit with a sniper, you get hit with a sniper from the shadows. Don't know where it came from because you got hit from the shadows. So I call it Shadow. Killer, I call the M13 the killer. No, why I call it the killer? Because it just dish out everything. Get hit by this, obviously, you know, you're gonna get killed, but it's a gun that has lethal to it. Like, it will kill you, you know? It's powerful. I call it killer. Fear, I call this fear because, you know, when you hear it or get shot by it, you just got fear of the gun. Fear to play who's using the gun, you know? So, call it fear. Hunter, I call the AK-47 Hunter. Why? Because when I'm using this gun, that means I'm coming to hunt you. So I call it the Hunter because when I use it, I'm hunting you and I'm gonna kill you when I see you. You know? No, AK-47. Then I call this the Peace because Peace. Why? It's a peacekeeper. Small, fast, quick. Peacekeeper. You know? Does the damage, but small, fast, and quick. That's why I call it Peace. Heavy, I didn't really get too creative with this. No, I didn't really get creative with the Dusty when I call it the Heavy. No, I just, you know, it's a heavy machine gun. Let me call it Heavy. You know, that's really too creative about this. And yeah, that's about it for my loadout. And thank you guys for looking at my loadouts. Some things I'll come back and explain in another video at another time, explain more details in certain things. And if you guys want to leave a like, leave a comment in the description on like ideas you guys want me to do, and also, you know, do a brother a solid, share the video on any kind of platform, and also please subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. I will see you guys in my another video, which might be another explanation video, or it might be gameplay, who knows. Alright, I'm out.